Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mercy. Guys, today we are going to learn how to cut this straight pants that has elastic waistband. It also has a side pocket. If you are interested in this, just keep watching. Now I have gone ahead to fold up my fabric into two. This is not going to be a pattern drafting. So guys, to get the actual folding for the front, you are going to measure your hip divide by 4 plus your crotch extension measurement plus seam allowance. Your crotch extension plus seam allowance, you calculate it and add it up. That is how to fold this up. Okay, now after folding, I am just going to place my tape from the upper part like so to get the length of the pants I am cutting. After getting the length, I'm just going to go ahead and add 2 inches for my hemming allowance. I'm sorry if you can't see the down part because my camera couldn't capture everything. So I'm just marking the line across like so. After marking it out, I'm just going to go ahead and connect the line on this upper part like so. If you cannot see the chalk clearly, please, I'm sorry, because this fabric is very stretchy. It cannot retain chalk. But I'll make it as easy as possible for the chalk to be visible. Now from the line I mark on the upper part, I'm just going to measure down, like mark out 2 inches out. I am marking out 2 inches out. So this 2 inches is going to serve as my elastic band casing. So instead of cutting out the elastic out, I'm going to be cutting the elastic and the trouser together, like the elastic and the pant together. I'll be cutting it together, not cutting out. Now after marking out the 2 inches, I'm just going to go ahead to place my tape. Deducting the 2 inches, I'll place it on the line that I marked 2 inches like so, to mark the remaining length, the remaining measurement that is left. So you can see the way I just placed my tape there from the 2 inches, which is our elastic casing. I'll place my 2 inches there like so. So now from there, I'm just going to get the crotch length. To get your crotch length, you're going to divide your hip by 4. So after dividing your hip by 4, I added extra 1 inch because I'm working with a stretchy fabric. If your fabric is not stretchy, after dividing your hip by 4, you can mark 1.5 inches or 2 inches depending the size of the person that you're making the pant for. Okay, so this fabric I'm working with is just a stretchy one. I just added 1 inch for my crotch length. This is crotch length, okay, not crotch extension. Now after that, I'm just going to go ahead there to mark my hip line. You can see I am ruling out my hip line. The hip length, I'm just ruling it out like so. After that, I'll rule out the crotch length. After ruling the hip length, I'll rule out the crotch length like so. So this is what I have. I have my waist, my hip length, and also the crotch length like so. So now the next thing to do here is to input some measurements on the waist length line. I'm just going to input my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2.5 inches allowance. I have not added the allowance. I'm just marking because this is going to be elastic. It's not a normal band. So I'm just marking my hip measurement on the waist measurement. I'll take it up like so. So from the waist down to the crotch length, I have my hip measurement over there. Now the next thing is to add extra allowance. So depending the allowance that you wanted for this, you can go ahead and add 2 inches or 1.5 inches. So to be on a safer side, you can I added 2 inches to this. I have about 4 methods of cutting a pant. If you know how you cut your straight pant, just go ahead and do so. If you want to follow my method of cutting this, you can go ahead and you are free to do that. Okay, there's different ways of cutting a pant. Don't just use my own method because I'm using it, but it's safe for you. I am even making this tutorial using my client's fabric. Okay, now after marking 2 inches, I'm just going to roll it out from the crotch length to the waist line. Now to get to your crotch extension, you measure what you have on the crotch depth like this, you divide it by 4. Whatever it gives to you, go ahead and mark it out as your crotch extension. But there's another method of getting your crotch extension. You can divide your hip by 20. Your hip divide by 20, whatever it gives you, and you mark it there. So that is what I did for the front of the pants. I divided my hip by 20 and it gives me 2. So that is what I just mark out there as my crotch extension. Like I said before, there are different ways of cutting a pants. If you know the one that is okay for you, go ahead and make use of it. All right, so after that, please, if you're curving this, make sure you don't use your deep curvy rule. Make it slanty. You place your ruler, make that curvy area to be slanty, not too curvy. Okay, don't allow your crotch curve to be too curvy. Make it slanty. So you can see what I just drafted out there. I have my waist, my hip length, and my crotch extension. Now to get your thigh from the crotch length, measure down 4 inches. From the crotch length, measure down 4 inches. That is how to get your thigh measurement, your thigh length, sorry. From your crotch length, as you see me doing there, I am marking down 4 inches. You can use 4.5 inches. It is okay for you. So after getting my thigh length, I'm just going to go ahead and rule it out. So from there, from the crotch extension, you can see what I'm just doing there. I'm connecting what I have from the crotch extension down to the thigh, like so. Okay, so the thigh measurement you see there is my lap divided by 2. If your lap is 25, add it 1.5 inches, divide it by 2 and put it on the thigh length. Hope you understand. So whatever I have on the thigh, I am just going to go ahead and measure it down to the length of the trouser. I'm just connecting it down like so. At this point, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new tutorial, you will be the first to see it. Subscription is free. Okay, now you can see that this method I just used, I didn't shape any side part of the trouser. That is why I said I have 4 methods of cutting a pant. So if you know the one that is suitable for you, you go ahead and make use of it. Now our front pant is ready. So guys, if you don't want the straight pant to be too big like so, you can go ahead and reduce it. Like I said before, on the thigh measurement, on the thigh length, put your lap measurement, add 1.5 inches or 2 inches to it. For me, I added 1.5 inches on my lap measurement. Divide it by 2 and mark it there. So now I'm just going to be splitting it up. The front is now ready. We are going to be using the front to cut the back. So now I have gone ahead to fold the back, placing the front on top of the back So what I just need to do here is to just add 1 inch. As you see me marking out to 1 inch, you know that back normally is bigger than the front because of the butt. All right, so I'm just going to, from the crotch extension on the crotch length, divide your hip, or you can mark 2.5 inches if you have divided your crotch measurement by 4. So for the back you add 2.5 inches there. But if you did not use that method, if you use the method I say, like dividing your hip by 20 for the front, so for the back you are going to divide your hip by 10. So whatever you divide your hip with, whatever it gives to you, just go ahead and mark it. Like I divided my hip by 10 for the back, your hip divide by 10. So what I have here is 4 inches. Like the front extension I have is 2 inches, but for the back is 4 inches for my crotch extension. But if you did not use this method, guys, if you use the one that is on the crotch measurement, the horizontal crotch measurement, if you have marked the one you measured into 4 there, so what you are going to do for the back own is just put extra, or put 2.5 inches here. I hope you understand this my explanation. So now after marking my crotch extension, I just connected it like so to meet the straight line like so. Then on the thigh length, I came out with 1 inch. Then I used my ruler to just connect the crotch extension for the back to meet to the straight line for the pant like so. You can see the way I just connected it. It's very very simple, very simple. Go ahead and add your 1 inch starting from the waistline, then coming to your crotch extension, add 2.5 inches for the back. But if you use the method I use, like the front, your hip divide by 20 for your crotch extension, then coming to the back you divide your hip by 10. All right, then you connect your crotch extension like this, and that will be all for the back of this pant. So this is what we have for the back. I'm just going to go ahead and slit it open like so. No need of shaping this side part. So after that, I have gone ahead to join the crotch. You can see I have gone ahead to join it. Now I have also cut out pieces for our pockets. This is just the simplest piece, the simplest way of making a side pocket. So I've just cut as 4 pieces. I've, like you see how I attach it there, from the waistline I came down with 2 inches. I came down by 2 inches. You know that this 2 inches is going to serve as our elastic casing. So come down, measure down 2 inches and put your pocket fabric, place it like so. Okay, I'm just managing the fabric. I just have 9 by 9 inches there. Okay, I'm just managing it, but it's okay for me. So now after attaching it like so, I'm just going to bring the front and place it on top of the back like this. You can see the gap of that 2 inches. We are going to be folding it because we are going to be passing our elastic through it. So you see, you pin it up. After arranging it, I'm just going to go ahead and pin it up like so. So if I'm stitching, I'm just going to stitch like this. I'll stitch like so. You can see my finger illustration. I'll just stitch using shaping it very well. I'm just going to go ahead and shape it to my desired test. If you know the allowance you added, just go ahead and shape it using that allowance. I'll shape it up and show us what I have. Now after shaping the side parts, I'm just going to go ahead and align this crotch or depth like so, the inner part, the one I'm touching right now, and shape it too. So after shaping, this is what I have. Now I've gone ahead, I'm on my sewing machine right now. I have a little opening on the front area like so. I have gone ahead to hem the waist area. The 2 inches I've hem it. So I'm just going to use my 1 inch elastic. So to get your elastic, just measure your normal waist measurement, remove or 2.5 inches. If your fabric is too stretchy, remove 4 inches from it. But if your fabric is not stretchy, just remove 2.5 inches. So after inserting the elastic band, this is what I have. Go ahead and close the place you insert it up. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.